This is Medieval Legacy. This is a very interesting little, I guess, colony sim? Family builder? I don't know. It's a difficult one to pin down. Either way, I'm Orbital Potato. Let's jump in, see what we've got going on. All right, we are in. This is the world, and it's an interesting place to be, quite frankly. This is us down here. This is my tiny little family, or what hopefully will become a bigger family in due course. If we check this little tab, you can see that the Orbital family has only one member in it. This is Isaac. Isaac is a 22-year-old man. Happy days. There's a bunch of sort of traits and stats, which we'll maybe talk about in a little bit. He is a bean farmer, and he works the field just outside of his house, and he farms a bunch of beans. Now, that's not the only thing that he's going to be doing. We're hopefully going to be having him do a whole lot more and going on some lovely, wonderful adventures. But before we do that, we'll have a little look at what is going on elsewhere in the map. There's a bunch of different other families. You can see here that there is this Drake family, which is fine. I think there's another family over here as well. A Barnes family. Cool, cool, cool. And there is also the town. This is where the king lives. This is the castle, the town castle, I suppose. There's also a couple of interesting buildings around the town. There is a workshop over here. And you'll note, by the way, it's owned by the king. We can get Isaac a job. We can get Isaac a job in the workshop if we're interested. I'm not particularly interested in doing that right now, but it's an option. There's also a criminal safe house, provides income and stolen goods owned by the king. We can also gamble here, so that's maybe something that I want to do. There's also a tavern, which is super useful because it's going to allow us to find love and hopefully expand our family just a little bit. Up in the top right-hand corner, we've got some money. We've got our status, I think, which is just how much we are respected by everyone around town. And we've also got overall happiness. The way that happiness works is very, very cool. I like it a lot. What else have we got? We've got a bandit camp. We can attack the bandit camp if we want to. This is a 15% success chance. Probably unlikely that we attempt that right now. There's also some winery. There's a smoker. There's a whole bunch of other stuff around this map. And there's also so much that we can do. I really like the fact that we're starting sort of just over here by ourselves, secluded. It's very nice indeed. We've also got an inventory, which is just like a little collection of some bread, some seeds. There's some wheat seeds, some grape seeds, and some carrot seeds, as well as a little bit of fertilizer. We don't actually need to eat any of the bread, because if we check this box, we can see that there is a food cost per month, and this is how much food we have. Now, of course, we are still generating a little bit of beanage, which is really, really quite nice, and hopefully we should be able to continue to feed ourselves with beans. Our house, by the way, determines the amount of land that we can own and also our family limit. So at the moment, we can have up to 16 bits of land. We've currently got 2, one for the house, one for the farm, and we've got 1 out of 8 members of the family. What's a good first objective? I think it is to try and manage to find a wife. Now, it's of course going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we are going to send Isaac here, who's currently a farmer. We're going to send him over to the tavern. There we go. We're going to allow that to sort of happen over the course of the month, and we'll see what the result is next month. We're currently in summer, June of year number 1, which is fine. Now, there's also a skill tree. This skill tree is big. It is really quite extensive. It really, really is. For example, labor expertise. All laborers have increased efficiency. That could be farming. And we can work on that in due course. We need to have 25 total materials from laborers, meat, crops, wool, or etc. We can also become a criminal. We can sort of spec into the criminal tree. We can become really influential, which might allow us a lordship, a position of lordship. I mean, it gets bigger. Look at that. A king. We could become a king. A legendary crafting of a king's crown. How cool is that? Military expertise. All military family members have increased efficiency. So there is loads of sort of stuff that you can get your family to do. And ideally, you grow your family and you build a legacy. There's also a little sort of crafting interface as well here. We can make bread, fresh fruit, herbs, medicine, that sort of stuff. Yeah, there we go. We can craft some seeds. And we can get, what is that? We can craft a ring as well, a shiny ring, which will allow us to boost efficiency if we equip it to people. But it's a really sort of cool system. I really like this. And there is also a build menu. Now, it's going to require a little bit of sophistication and expertise in order to utilize the build menu. For example, in order to plant some farmland, we first need to purchase the plot. We've only got 80 coins at the moment, remember. We need to purchase the plot, and then we would need to build the farm on that, and that is going to require a little bit of fertilizer, which we've already got in our inventory, hence why it's green. And we would also need to get a little bit of wood as well. Now, of course, there is a variety of ways that we can go about accruing these resources. Sometimes we could decide to go to the market. That would be fine. We can buy some herbs, we can buy some foragers kits, we can buy a quality rod. That might be something that we are interested in doing. Or we can buy some more fertilizer. Either way, we don't really need to worry about that for now. For now, let's head on to the next month and see if anything happens. I don't think anything does. So we're going to continue to send Isaac into the tavern in the hope that we are going to be able to accumulate a wife. We're also going to note that we've got some beans here. This is good. Expires in 11 months. There's a little sort of like expiry thing down there, which is fine. 8 beans. I think we're producing 8 beans a month, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, farmer, 8 beans per month, which is looking good. Let's head on over into the next month and see if there's anything. No, nothing. So far, no joy finding love, but we are absolutely determined to do so. Isaac's ongoing search for love has gone poorly. They were cruelly rejected by someone they fancied. Well, that kind of sucks, unfortunately, but as we do that, let's sort of have a little look at the journal. The journal is a good sort of place to keep track of everybody. If we lose anybody to death or destruction or whatever, then they'll be in the grave over there. We can have a little look at the resources that we have farmed / are farming, the resources that we're eating. We can have a little look at the price of all of the different resources in the market. Specifically for us, we are looking at beans. If we want to sell beans, we're going to get 4 gold. We can also look at the rate relative to everything else. The rate of items in the market will in part depend on the king and how good the king is at being a king. For example, if we have a little look at the rivals tab, which is a little list of all of the different families around the area, we can see that the king is Ulrich the First, the Careless, increased bandit activity. That's not something to welcome, but it is something to be aware of. Either way, the search for love goes on for Isaac. We'll see where this gets us. Just a month later, look at that. Hell-wise. Fantastic. Right, so they've got their own stats, which we'll dive into in just a little second. Also have some traits. Missions are shorter. Allergies, efficiency penalty when using animal equipment or working as a herder. Fine. We're not going to worry about that, but we are going to marry Hellwise. Fantastic. Look at that. We have managed to yoink ourselves an extra member of the family, which is brilliant. Okay, Hellwise is best suited to work in the military. Okay, that's fine. Their defining stat is willpower. They work in guard towers. Soldiers can be sent on expeditions. Well, why don't we see if we can try and employ Hellwise as a soldier? Look at that. Okay, so there's requirements to be a soldier. Efficiency, 71%. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's really good. Let's see. Hellwise, you can become a soldier. And in fact, that is going to hopefully work on your status, our status as a family, but it's also going to be able to get us a little bit of gold, which is very, very nice indeed. Isaac, the bean farmer, he's going to keep on working away at the fields. Oh my goodness. Just a few months later, it turns out the marriage is going amazing. Hellwise is pregnant. Congratulations. That is happiness abound. Also, another event, traveling musician knocked, offering a private show in exchange for some gold. That would increase our happiness. It's going to cost me 7 gold. I'm going to pay the price, and I'm going to tell you the reason that I'm going to pay the price. Oh, Diggory from the Baynard family offers you a small gift. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. I will accept that gift. That is brilliant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is very kind. Now, here's the reason why it's important that we do stuff like pay for the traveling musician. If I have a little look at Isaac over here, we can see that his his bean production is directly linked to his efficiency. If we jump into the efficiency breakdown, we can see that there is a base level. There's also a happiness bonus. So the total is 117%. If I accrue an injury or, some negative happiness penalty, then our efficiency is going to go down. Hellwise, for example, is going to be in exactly the sort of same position. Efficiency is at 87%. That is... There's a negative stat bonus, but there's a positive happiness bonus, and then there's a pregnancy modifier here, which is 0.9, which gives us a total of 87%. Very, very cool indeed. You can also see, by the way, I think we're training willpower, which is really nice. Food cost is 21 per month. That's fine. I don't know how much food the... Yeah, with the starchy taste, it fills 4 hunger. Okay, so the food cost of 44 will be filled with 11 beans a month, right? I think that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of beans, to be fair. So we're going to need to clearly try and work on that. Either way, we're making a good, decent income each and every month. We're making 28 gold. Our status is in a really nice place. I think we're quite happy. What we probably want to be doing is we want to be talking to other families. You can see our relationship with all of these other families here. I want to just be improving my relations with these families. So let's jump into the sort of dialogue interface and see what we can do here. We can send a gift. We can make a request of them. We can request food, money, medicine, etc. We can steal. We can attack. But I think I probably just want to chat a little bit. Let's just chat. It's great speaking to you. Fantastic. That's good. I think we're going to do that with everyone just so that we can try and... Ooh, why would you say that to me? Ooh, he's not a fan. He's not a fan at all. I don't have any beans. I could give you some bread. I'll give you some bread just so that we can get, get on an even level. That's really what's important to me. Talk, chat, great, happy. Talk, chat. Oh. Well, that's a bit awkward. That's fine, though. Either way, good to chat. Good to make sure that we're keeping up appearances. Uh-oh. Hellwise is sick. Better find them some medicine and feed them high-quality food, too. Well, thankfully, the good news is that if we jump into the interface here, we can see efficiency breakdown. The sickness is, this is... Ugh. Cumulative impact from the sickness and the pregnancy. And I guess the pregnancy probably gets... the impact becomes larger and larger the further along it goes. That's just pure speculation. The point is, though, is that we already have at least a little bit of medicine in our inventory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this right onto you, and boom, your sickness is going to disappear, which is great. So just playing along here, the end of the month has arrived, and we have, well, a couple of things have happened. Hellwise has been injured, but we'll talk about that in just a second. There's also an old man in the market who's trying to sell hand-drawn schematics. He claims that these are instructions on how to craft magical rings of exceptional power. Learn how to craft a minor magic ring. You know what? Sign me up. I'm going to spend 200 flipping coins on making that happen. Hellwise, what's up with you? You have a level 2 injury, which is kind of problematic, to be honest. We are probably going to try and have a little look in the market to see if there is anything. I mean, can I buy one of these? Let's see if we can try and put that on you, and that will become a minor injury, which is good. Minor injuries can be recovered from naturally. Injury level 1s can be recovered from naturally, but thankfully we have sort of minimized the healing timetable for that, which is quite nice. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to go to the next month, and in fact, I think we're going to look to buy our first plot of land. There is plenty of beans to go around. I say plenty of beans to go around. There's not a huge amount of beans to go around, but at least we're managing to feed people with beans, although we're probably going to have to supplement our food with maybe a bit of smoked meat. I mean, it's quite expensive. Smoked fish is also quite expensive. A slop recipe. Yeah, not overly enamored, I gotta be honest, with the fact that we're just gonna really struggle to get any sort of good value out of the field here. I mean, do I want to add fertilizer? Replace character, replant crops. I mean, I think I'm reasonably happy with the crops that we have in here. They're all pretty decent. I don't want to add fertilizer or anything like that, even though I think it is going to improve. You know what? Sure, we'll improve things. It's going to give me 11 beans per turn, which I think is enough to keep us mostly alive for now. The point is, though, is that I would really like to purchase some more land. Now, in an ideal world, that cloud has just come at an annoying point. In an ideal world, we could either just sort of purchase the farmland directly, or we could purchase an additional empty plot and then build a bit of farmland on top. Now, I've already sort of explored what that means. But what I think I'm really interested in doing is I'm interested in purchasing a bit of forest, which is exactly what we can do. Like, no issues, happy to do so. Absolutely easy. Now, we can, of course, work the forest with Isaac. Isaac, however, is going to chill on the field probably for another year, and then we're going to switch over to doing a little bit of wood chopping. I think it's just going to give us the opportunity to create just a little bit more value. I don't really have anything to sell at the moment. I mean, I can sell beans, which is fine, but we just don't have enough at the moment. But the point is that we've got Hellwise, who is doing a fine job soldiering and bringing us in a decent income, which is really, really important. Oh, and look at that. It is time for a baby to be born. Hellwise gave birth to Thora. Fantastic. Our happiness, frankly, we have never been happier. However, that's immediately tempered with the reality of a local bandit leader threatens to harm your family if you don't pay his protection fee. Well, we're going to refuse to pay, and unfortunately, we're going to end up sucking up a bit of an injury, which kind of sucks. What's happening in the status? Ooh, we've got three bits of outreach to deal with. I need to buy some bandages, and we need to have a little look at Thora. Thora's got some traits, can grow crops out of season. An unobservant, worse at finding additional items while working. Thora is best suited to work in the military. Right, so it looks like, Thora is sort of taking on some maternal traits as well, which is quite nice. I need to pick up some stuff from the market, and then we're going to have a little look at what's going on over here. The stuff that I want to pick up from the market, bandages are expensive. Really expensive. That's a problem because Isaac has a level 2 injury, which we're going to struggle to deal with. We are also a little bit low on the old food, I think. Thankfully, we've still got the... okay, well, that fertilizer didn't do as much as I was hoping, and we have got a lot of mouths to feed right now. Got a lot of mouths to feed, and not much to do it with. Yeah, not ideal. We'll go to the next month, see what that brings for us. Hellwise is quite famished. Don't leave them to die. Yes, coming back from the market, Isaac's pockets feel a tad lighter. We've been stolen. Oh my giddy aunt, we've been stolen from. Right. And Thora is starving as well. Oh, it's just an absolute kicker. Let's see what all of these families want. What's going on? They want to give me missions. I'm journeying to a town just a desert away, but we need a caravan guard, a fella from the military who ought to keep us safe. Who's up? Yes, I would absolutely love to send Hellwise on a mission, because that theoretically means that you're going to be out of commission and I don't have to cater for your food for at least a little while, which means that I can just focus on Thora's feeding. What does the Barnes family want? What's the mission? We're a bit shorthanded on the farm. We can't really pay in gold. You'll get to cut the harvest. Any laborers up for it? Oh, I think we chance it, to be honest. Isaac, you're going to do it. Unfortunately, that means that you're not going to be able to do any of the farming in the fields, but that's okay. Can I buy some smoked meat? I will. I'll buy all the smoked meat that is currently in the market. That should give us... I mean, I think that's going to give us enough food. I hope that's going to give us enough food. It fills a 4 hefty hunger? Yeah, I think so. I think we should be fine. If not, well, Thora might be in trouble. Hey, and look at that. Isaac has completed their first mission. Farmhand rewards. We get grapes, beans, preserves, and opinion, which, well, you can't... We can't survive. We can't survive on exposure alone, but the opinion is not bad. The real problem is that I need my income from Hellwise. Let's see what the Drake family wants. What's your mission? Got some junk in the house that could use repairing. And I heard you know a few good craftsmen. I am a good craftsman. I'm an okay-ish craftsman. Sure, let's chance it. Also noticing that Thora is at level 2 starvation here, which is probably not ideal. Yeah, we need to try and temper that. Looks like we did. I think that previous job, which gave us, it gave us a bunch of like preserves and like high value foods, which filled more than the 4 hunger that the beans did. That's quite nice. How long's Hellwise away on this mission? You're escorting for 2 more months? That sounds awful, but that's not exactly ideal. We've got a new skill that has been unlocked, military expertise. All military family members have increased efficiency. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. That is looking good. And, you know, overall, we're quite happy, even though apparently we're constantly on the edge of starvation. We're happy, apparently, which is really quite good. Some more smoked meat. I think I'm going to buy more smoked meat. I'm going to get 8 beans. I know that Isaac has got a level 2 injury here. I frankly cannot do anything else. We're gonna have to manage. I mean, can I maybe speak to a family? Can I maybe get a little bit of food off the Drake family? Request some food. Why should I give it to you? Convince? Fine, you've convinced me. 8 bread. Amazing. Okay. What about the Barnes family, who also like me? Request medicine. I don't really want medicine. I want bandages. You know what? We'll ask for some food as well. Okay. And you know what? We'll talk and chat. It's great speaking to you. You love to see it. I love it when people like chatting to me. That is great. And thank you very much to those families who, in my time of need, came through. That's very handy. And this should mean, theoretically, that Thora, next month, isn't going to be famished, but they're now sick. There's always something. This is a medieval legacy. What a grim place. What a grim world we live in. I just want to get Isaac. I just want to get Isaac out of the fields and into the forest to do some chopping. But apparently that's not happening. Not happening at all. But Hellwise is back at the end of this month, and that's what's important. Wowzers. Okay. She completed their mission. We got a gemstone, 52 gold, 16 status, and 28 opinion for whoever we actually did the money for. Traveling salesman is offering an opportunity for a measly 80 gold. He'll double your investment and return the money the next time he's in town. I'm afraid I'm not investing in a pyramid scheme. Hellwise, getting back to her job, fantastic. Going to make 31 gold each and every month. Fantastic. Status also on the up and up. Very important. We still have the negative food multipliers, but that's fine. Also, I've not really looked at crafting yet. We can craft some different sort of stuff here. We can craft bread if I plant wheat. We can craft, what is this? Preserves from fresh fruit. Now, fresh fruit is only something that we can get if we pick, I think, is it apples from the apple orchard? I think that's what it might be. The meat, smoked meat, is a situation as well that we can get going. Bandages, we don't have any of this sort of stuff yet. Grilled meat recipe. Okay. Cloth, raw meat. Rotten food. Yeah, so the shiny ring requires a gemstone, and it will be a nice ring that gives anyone a good mood, and it's going to boost efficiency by 25. Now, it's going to take us 4 months to make it if we're able to assemble all of the resources. Same with the Ring of Speed. Simple magic that increases the rewards for missions and sets their length to 1 month. That is fantastic. That is really, really good. It's going to take a lot in order to make it, but, I mean, it's good. It's really good. Okay, we have the total food. We have total food needed, which is great. We should be fine. I'm going to use the opportunity, maybe, to save up a little bit of money. We do want to go out to the fields I can't risk doing anything too much at the moment. We're not going to have enough food this month, therefore we need to be supplementing our resources from the market. Is there anything here? I mean, smoked meat. There's 20 bits of smoked meat. Do we pick it up? Slop? Yeah, so it turns out running a family is a very expensive thing. I've just bought a whole bunch of smoked meats from the market. God, it's really expensive to keep everybody in business. Oh, Hellwise, why would you become so sick? Why would you become sick? The good news is that Isaac has recovered from his injury. Hellwise still has a little bit of a wound, a little bit of sickness, which is going to be reducing her effectiveness as a soldier. But I mean, that's fine. We unfortunately don't have any aid. We can't employ medicine or doctors or anything. But yeah, she recovered after just a month. So as far as I'm concerned, that is fine. The bean game, though, is one that we very much want to get out of. I wonder if we can perhaps think about replanting some crops. Wheat seeds. Wheat seeds, wheat seeds, wheat seeds. I think it's a bit of a dangerous game, to be honest, if we go down into wheat. That would therefore mean that we would need to sell our wheat on the market. I mean, is that something that we can do? I mean, it's here. Wheat would sell for 3. Wow, that's not good. Buy for 5, sell for 3. Whereas bread, yeah, I mean, I think we can make bread if we purchase this mill. It's going to cost me 351 gold though. I mean, we could obviously make our own mill. It's one of these things, I think. It's right there. But that will require the skill of production. And the skill of production is here. One of these ones. This is it. Construction production. So we need to own 10 or more pieces of land before we're even able to get that. Status, though, we're definitely heading up this sort of influence tree. Have 20 or more stolen goods. Maybe we should try and steal some goods from some other families. Although all families really seem to like me at the moment. And especially if I just sort of keep in their good books by talking to them, chatting to them. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. That's looking good. We're going to buy a little bit more. Oh, I really don't like that. Going to buy a little bit of additional bread. As and when we have to. The job needs doing. We're going to try and keep our family mostly. Oh. Hellwise is attacked by bandits on their way back from town. Attempt to fight back. There's a 14% chance of injury. An 86% chance that we are able to successfully fight back. I mean, she's literally a soldier. And in fact, that might give us... Oh, familial bonds. Whenever status is gained from a military job, each other family member gains 1 status. That's fantastic. That's really good. Okay, so I didn't really figure us to be a sort of military-oriented family, but that's kind of what we're doing, really, isn't it? Reduces the risk in military jobs, and we need to have 250 plus status and a family member employed as a guard or a squire. Well, we are a soldier at the moment, I think. But what if I was to get Hellwise... I mean, in order to be a squire, military experience needs to be more than 24 months. So we're kind of working there, to be honest. I don't know how long she's been... Criminal safe house? Oh, novice thief? I do like the idea of doing that. How long have you been employed as a soldier? For 16 months. So we're close to sort of ranking up to a squire. That's pretty interesting, honestly. Nice. Okay, we've unlocked a new skill, apparently. Family members require less food if they're working in the military. Consume 1,000 hunger worth of food. I mean, that's a freebie. That is fantastic. That's really, really good. I love the military tech tree. This is fantastic. I'm going to try buying a pig. I have no idea, really, what the pig is going to allow us to do. I mean, I can butcher the pig. We can sell it for 17 gold. Let's butcher the pig. So that gets us 4 meat, which is kind of cool. This heap of animal flesh fills 3 hunger quite nicely, but can be cooked into a wide array of better meals, either by a chef or at a smoker. And the priority is eat last. we also have some hide, which is kind of cool. We can sell that. Okay, so I mean, a pretty interesting engagement. There's a smoker here owned by the Drake family. That's cool. Is there a way that I can like interact and like maybe get you to smoke my hide? That's not really what I'm talking about. Praise you, sure. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we don't have the smoker, which is slightly problematic. I can craft, but I don't think I'm going to be able to craft into food without a smoker. Yeah, we also just don't have the resources, and I don't really want to double down on another pig. Yeah, grilled meat recipe. That'd be a good recipe to learn, but we don't have the cloth and we don't have quite enough raw meat. So, yeah, I think we're just going to have to buy some more fish. So, let's do that. I say buy more fish. We'll buy what we can. It's honestly, it's keeping this flippin' baby alive. This is the problem. Exiling this baby would probably be the best thing. It appears your pantry roof has a look, and now all your food has water damaged. It's so rough. It's so rough. But to be fair, I mean, we are literally surviving like month to month anyway, so not like it particularly matters. We need Hellwise back. Please, 3 months left on your current expedition for no real benefit. It was just something that came out of nowhere. We still should manage to survive yet another month, and another month after that. That's good at least. We're keeping the lights on, at least for now. Hellwise has completed their mission. Excellent expedition rewards. A shapeshift elixir, 50 gold and 150 status. And Thora is sick. However, also turning 1. And is that a new military skill? It's not a new military skill. It's an influence skill, which is great. Very, very nice indeed. Lordship requires a whole bunch of additional status. You can upgrade your cabin into a manor and gain the ability to construct city plots and houses. I am so interested in that. That is great. Very cool. Questing. Increase all rewards for quests. We need to complete more missions in order to do that. That's fine. And also gain reputation with families. Cool. It's all coming together. It's all coming together in a really nice way. Hello, it's good to see you. What's your mission? Do you know any good thieves? My vault's got some new security, and I need to try and break in. Absolutely. Hellwise? Go for it. Because, I'll tell you why, your missions are shorter, so you'll only be active for a month. That's the dream anyway. Total food, total cost. We could buy a little bit of additional food. I think we'll just sort of chance it. We'll see how it goes. Right, Hellwise completed a mission, vault testing. We do lose a little bit of status, but we gain a bunch of opinion, which I think is frankly worthwhile. Do we perhaps get likable? Is that it? Yeah, we get the likable. We get the likable trait. Power of many. Characters have increased efficiency for other family members. Okay, well, we don't have a very large family at all. I don't know if we can adopt people. I would definitely, like to do a la sort of Roman style and adopt some different individuals into my family. What is that? Rotten food? Yeah. Well, eat it last. Actually, you know what? Sell it. Sell it all. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want the prospect of having that at my hands. Did my forest die? My forest died. Although I only paid like $60 for it, right? I'm gonna sell that plot, sure, and then purchase the land here. Purchase that land there, sure. Okay, I'm interested. A pasture as well. Oh, we could get some pigs. We could get some pigs and put them in the pasture. Very interesting. Okay, well, let's see what happens with this forest over here. My ambition to have Isaac become a woodsman is not really happening anytime soon, to be honest. Oh, that shiny ring will increase efficiency by 25%. That's actually worth us picking up, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to pick that up. Hellwise, if we assign it to you, look at you. Look at that. 53 gold. That is fantastic. That is really, really good. Your efficiency breakdown is exceptional. I mean, it really is. Really, really good. Job experience, you've only been going 17 months. I really want to get you up to a squire. Let's yoink this into the inventory over there. That's now going to put you up on 61 gold. Your efficiency is 190% as a soldier. That is phenomenally good. You are the only person keeping this family in a home, Hellwise. Let me tell you, this is good. I feel like I'm invested so deep, and we are literally like we're 3 years in. In fact, we're not even like 3 full years in. Oh, it's so deep. Hellwise has been sent on a new mission. Bummer. The king has died, and his heir takes over. King Ulrich the Careless has died. All hail Ulrich II the Careless. Like father, like son, as they say. Such misfortune, Hellwise has been injured on the job. Well, that's really unfortunate, because she is away from home at the moment. I have absolutely no food. Oof. Isaac, can you maybe do something other than be a farmer? You've got 11 strength, which is really good. You know, you've got experience as a laborer. How much does wood sell for on the market? Stolen jewelry? Priceless possessions? It can be used to craft more devious equipment or sold on the black market. Okay. Yeah, let's have a little look at the market here. What does wood sell for? Wood sells for 6. That's not even good. That's not good. I don't know how much wood we'd manage to... In fact, we can have a little look. How much wood would we pick up? Woodcutter or hunter? Woodcutter. How much wood are we going to be getting? I mean, 5. So we get 5 wood. We get 5 wood every turn. Oh, that's a problem, but that's fine. Yeah, so we get 5 wood every turn. 5 times... What is it? 5 times 6 is 30. That doesn't even scratch the sides, does it? Oh, that's not good at all. No. Isaac, I'm afraid you're going to be moved back to farming. You're going to get 11 beans. Yeah, we gotta hope. We gotta hope and pray. This is subsistence farming. Beans are a tough game, that's for sure. We could spend a little bit of cash getting some bread, and in fact, I might just do that. Shapeshift elixir. It shuffles the drinker's traits, stats, and appearance. This could make Isaac something incredible here. Something that I will point out is that his job has always been a farmer. Like, we chose this trait. This is the base trait that you jump into. And as a farmer, he can grow crops out of season, which is quite a strong sort of ability to be able to continuously farm the beans all season round. It's obviously not enough. We want to have a better skill set, but that's fine. Isaac is ill. Oh, look at this. An old man appears at your home one day claiming to be your grandfather on your mother's side. Half-grandfather, or maybe granduncle. He seems confused about his own backstory, but he's very insistent on staying with you. Happiness gives a higher efficiency bonus. Great, because we're very, very happy already. Lacking potential, stat cap decreased to 15 from 20. Okay, let him stay. This is who we needed. This is absolutely who we needed. Lawrence is best suited to work as a craftsman. Fantastic. Well, I don't know if there's a role that we can get him. I mean, a workshop? Lawrence? Craftsman. Okay, fantastic. Do we want him to be a metal worker? Do we want him to be a carpenter? We'll say carpenter. Oh, there's a problem, though. Not enough wood. So, yeah, apparently he needs to bring his own resources in order to be a carpenter. Is there wood on the market? If there's wood on the market, I'll give it a little buy. Apples. Apples fill a measly 3 hunger, but they're only 6 to buy. I'm gonna buy loads of apples. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm gonna buy loads of apples. Ooh, I'm gonna unlock a skill. What is this? Laborer expertise. Have 25 total materials from laborers, meat, crops, etc. Yeah, it turns out we've never had 25 of anything, including beans. But that's fine. All laborers have increased efficiency. Is that going to make a bit of difference to Isaac here? He's still going to be harvesting 11 beans. The point is that we've got plenty of total food. Hellwise, when you're back in town, you're going to hopefully save my bacon. Let's get you into the wood chopping role. I know you're sick. That is lowering your wood cutting efficiency ever so slightly. But I want Lawrence to give it a crack. Give it a crack. You know, become a master craftsman in the workshop. That's kind of cool. Unless Lawrence could become a novice thief. No, that's not what a respectable family does. Okay, Hellwise completed her mission. Essence of Binding, 39 gold, 130 status. Thank goodness for Hellwise. Okay, not enough wood yet. There should be enough wood now. We're going to need to buy some more food. I hope that we can. But let's have a little look at the families and see what they are after. I need someone to serve as a guard for a bit, know someone in the military. I just so happen to know somebody in the military. Yeah, sure. I don't know how long you're going to be on the mission for. 4 months. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have signed up to that, but it's fine. There was a cave in at one of our mines, and we need assistance. Sure. Can I get Lawrence to do it? Yeah, I would like Lawrence to do it, because you're currently doing nothing. Now, we do have 5 wood, and I think that means that when Lawrence gets back, we should be fine. The good news is, though, is that because these two are out of town, food costs are lower. Isaac, let's get you back on the fields, and we'll continue to get a little bit more in the food department. We still have a few apples to go, so that is fine. Okay, hasn't rained in a while, and the crops don't seem to be doing well. Thora is sick, and Isaac is very sick. That's sickness level 3. Right, it's time to do our ritual begging to a richer family than us. I'm not going to gift you anything. Sorry. I'm going to request some medicine. Convinced. That is not going to convince me. Okay, let's try the Barnes family. Request medicine. And he gives me 2 medicine. What an absolute hero. No questions asked. Just give me the medicine. Okay, let's get that assigned to you. That takes you down to level 2 sickness. And then let's do it again. That's going to take you down to level 1 sickness. I love the simplicity of that. It's really good. It's really good. Efficiency is still going to be lower. There's a drought. The field, what's going to happen in the field? Still going to be getting 10 beans. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a good deal. That's fine. Anything on the market that I'm interested in picking up? A skinning knife? Hunters and herders only? Nah, not interested. Right, when is Lawrence done his quest? 2 months. Hellwise is exactly the same. Press on. A salesman jumps you in the market, insisting on a fairly unusual charm. Alas, I cannot pick it up. I do not have the money. Isaac is still a little bit sick. What is that? Level 2 sickness. Bit of a shame. Thora, however, is fine now. We'll see if we can try and request something from the Drake family. Request, medicine, convince. Amazing. Amazing. Apparently, I have got a very... Let's just actually... Oh, fantastic. 1 just managed to heal you. Apparently, I'm a very convincing individual, which is surprising. Anything that we want to buy in the market? No, and in fact, it's all unbelievably expensive. A grilled meat recipe, though. That might be something to buy. We don't have any cloth, and we don't have any way to make cloth. I would love to get a pasture. Love to get a pasture. Oh, look. There's a mine down here owned by the Dodd family. Cool. I really want to be building something, but, I mean, you can just kind of see at a glance how long-term and how expansive this game actually is. Hellwise has completed their mission. 123 gold. Status. Opinion. Isaac is ill. Again. Failing crops. Try to salvage what you can. -1 farmland, but plus 15 bread? Okay. And Lawrence has finished the mission in the cave. Metal, gemstone, 99 gold, 16 status, 42 opinion. That is huge. We lose our farmland. Oh my giddy aunt, we lose our farmland. Wow, that sucks. Oh, that is bad. That is bad. I mean, we need 30 wood in order to replace it. Okay, Isaac, you're going hunting, I'm afraid, buddy. You're going hunting. You have no choice. 9 raw meat and 6 rawhide. Thank goodness we bought this bit of land earlier when the going was good. I mean, I've given you wood now. You should be fine. What do you want? The Baynard family. Something's been stolen from you. I need help to reclaim it. I do know somebody who is good at thieving, actually. And it's Hellwise. Yeah. It's not going to take long, is it? 2 months. That's fine. We can make that happen. A backpack? An explorer's toolkit. Ah, there's so much to do. There's so much to do here. I really want Lawrence to come into his own. Following character will not produce stuff. Apparently, you're not going to produce even if I give you wood. Well, that's a little bit of a shame. Can we employ Lawrence here, then? Apprentice chef? It says that you're not going to... Oh, we can get you to find love. We get you to find love in the tavern. Amazing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Lawrence isn't gonna manage. What about metal? Oh, I want you to do wood. I want you to do wood. Right, we'll see how that goes. It's fine. Confirm. Okay. Oh, look at that. It appears Lawrence has found love. Brilliant. Marry them. She's going to join the family. Friends with the Drake family. Introduce them to a friend of the Drake family. That's going to increase opinion, but I would like a marriage. More efficient in all jobs. Efficiency penalty during spring and summer. Sunburnt. That's fine. Not bothered. The fact that you're part of the team now is good, and the fact that you can also work in the military is amazing. Oh, it's amazing. It's so good. It's so good, and you can be a soldier. Yes, please. Oh, we are making money now. Oh, we are making so much money from the king. Okay, the military is absolutely huge exploit. However, the cost for maintaining this family is just increasing and increasing and increasing. And if, as is what has happened, there's nothing to buy on the market, we are totally at the whims of some families to give us a few resources, which I'm not loving, to be honest, but talk... Chat, request, food, convince. Not exactly ideal. Request, food, convince. I'm not begging because that's going to lower my status and I don't really want to do that. However, that's, I mean, attack the bandit camp. Not gonna happen. We could employ somebody in the bandit camp. I think there is a minimum age for work. It depends what it actually is. Yeah, so at 4, we can send our gorgeous Thora into the forest to do some wood chopping. Only with a 62% efficiency, but that is still something that we can do. I'm having altogether far too much fun. Ladies and gentlemen, you should absolutely check this game out. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of it. I mean, look at this tech tree. Look at this tech tree. What a fantastic little indie game. I am absolutely adoring this. A mix of Crusader Kings, you know, a city builder, a colony sim. The world feels so, like, vibrant and interesting and unique. I'm absolutely loving my time with this. Again, feel like I've barely scratched the surface of it. Apparently, there's like 200 or so unique events. Game is releasing on the 28th of April. Add it to your wish list. See what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.